Hayward Goldline AquaRite salt chlorination system stopped making chlorine. Display shows all settings but salt is 0. Cell tested good at pool store. Replace GLX-PCB-RITE but nothing shows on display. Reinstalled old board and it light up and shows all the codes. Any suggestions?
Sounds like your new board is bad if no lights come on at all. What is the temperature? Approximately very cold, swimmable. Is it showing one particular error code or just 0 salt? There is a sensor on this unit that measures temperature and in turn this also measures the salt reading. GLX-PC-12 kit. If your pool water is not cold, this affects the temperature reading also, but usually it will say ice or cold, then you will need to replace this. You can do this yourself. Stay safe and let me know if I can help further. Due to the high demand of questions, I am leaving this as answered.
78-degree water temp. All codes work, just 0 salt. What's the second time in the past week I replaced the board I got the same result of no lights on the display? That's.
How did you test the salt level? So confirm, you have replaced control board 2X and no display at all. Are they Hayward boards or other manufacturer like Optimum? The part for the display circuit board is GLX-PCB-DSP. GLX-PCB-RITE is the main PCB board, not for the display. Two different boards.
Same display but two new boards. GLX-PCB-RITE. Order 2 off of Amazon for $200 each versus the $389 my local pool store wanted for it. After the first one wouldn't light up, I asked for a replacement and it's doing the exact same thing. Are the displays married to the circuit board or should mine work on a replacement board?
You need the GLX-PCB-DSP board for the display.
Just to confirm, since I replaced the main board, I need to replace the display as well? Again, the display works just fine when hooked up to my original board other than no salt. I took a sample to the pool store and they said it wasn't generating any chlorine. The pool had plenty of salt but total and free chlorine were almost non-existent.
No, I'm not sure why you needed to replace the main board. When you don't have a display, you replace the display board. Something is going on with these new boards, not sure what. I would replace the sensor, keep old board and old display board. Compare the boards of old and new on the main board and see if the numbers etc. are the same. Something is not adding up. You would have to go in and test outputs, voltage and amps to test the boards, but it just doesn't make sense on the old/new boards.
The only difference between the old board and the new ones is mine is a version 1.58 and the new ones are 1.59. Everything else is identical numbers wise. I will try as you suggested. Thank you. My apologies for asking. Could you explain what the sensor is? Also, both old and new have 123 volts.
Did you check the amps? I have attached an image of the temp sensor. GLX-PC-12 kit. How old is your unit? Units before 2004 had a fuse in them.
It was installed Sept of 2004. There is a 20 amp fuse on my old board and the two new boards. There are no breaks in the fuses. I even swapped between old and new and get the same result. Below is what my old board read: salt level 0 temp, 77 cell voltage, 33.00 cell amperage, 0.00 output percent, 100F instant salt level, -0 program code, AL0 main board, R1.58 cell size, E15. The lights on the box read cold once along with check salt, had plenty per pool store, and an inspect cell. Held the button down for a few minutes and the cold never displayed again.
Try recalibrating. Since you have a new salt cell, turn salt system off and on with the pump running, take the power switch down to the off position, and then back up to auto. You should hear a click within 10 or 15 seconds. When you do, press the diagnostic button 5 times in a row. The system will go through a recalibration process.
I will give that a try and thank you very much for all your help. Thank you for all your help. The recalibrating did the trick.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.